Tonight on The GOAT Show.
10 toes, motherfucker.
AOC's milking OnlyFans.
That's crazy. So you should have voted for Kamala, you fucking socialist.
Yeah, that's probably why she doesn't do it. Because she doesn't like billionaires.
He didn't apologize or anything. He didn't say anything. He's just like, hey, it's me. Welcome to The GOAT Show, the show where we celebrate and debate all things great. Today, very special occasion, the inauguration, the second inauguration of Donald J. Trump. I am joined by my co-hosts, Fresh and Deezy. Gentlemen, good to see you in the new golden age of America. We back, baby. The United States is here to save everyone, even you. But before we do, Fresh, what do the people got to do?
Bro, honestly, you should like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, whatever. Bro, but just go celebrate. The world is healing. Go call someone a retard.
Agreed.
Yeah, some people are celebrating. Look, I'll drink to that. I got my mango bubbly. Thank you, Indian Coca-Cola president, for making this. But you know what? I'm not celebrating. Yeah, I said it. You thought I was going to be all Trump's the greatest, the new American, golden age, blah, blah, blah. But he done something already that made me mad. Almost stopped this episode of The GOAT Show from happening.
What happened?
He done banned TikTok. And he done banned ByteDance, which means that CapCut, this is a little inside baseball, the editing software we use to present this glorious program to all of you, well, guess what? I had to go buy a VPN because it was canceled. I couldn't access it. Is this the America that we want to live in, guys? Is it really? I'm about to go join Red Note. That's how bad it is. I'm going to join Red Note. See all these Chinese.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Well, apparently that's what all these content creators are doing. That we're on TikTok. They're mad, big mad. All right. They don't want to go on X because they don't like Elon. So they want to go on Red Note. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's new Chinese TikTok. They just decided to say, hey, look, if you don't want, CIA Mossad TikTok, we'll just make Chinese TikTok. You can just come on over, everybody, and you can see how wonderful China is. What say you? Are we going to have to do GOAT Show clips on Red Note?
Listen, I would. Not because I think that we have to do it on Red Note because TikTok's gone. Fuck TikTok. Fuck TikTok. Fuck CapCut. Fuck all these stupid fucking companies. But yeah, fuck them. Bro, CapCut's been nothing but headaches. If they need to go, then they can go. I'm jumping ship already. This episode will not be brought to you by CapCut.
What about you, Deezy? We turning on our allies?
I didn't understand that CapCut was also controlled by the same company, which is pretty interesting stuff when you think about it. The amount of data that they gather from people editing their videos is probably insane. But I don't really care about any of that. And I think that that's what a free market is, man. If you know that the Chinese government has access to this information and you choose to use the product, then you still choose to use the product. And then that's the end of the day, Just because China came up with a product and it's doing so well, you need to shut it down. And Americans understand the potential risks of it and they still use the product, then whatever, that's on them, right? That's what a free market is, isn't it?
Some would argue that it is our patriotic duty to not allow these Chinese to come in here and hear all of my insulting jokes towards Indians. Okay? That's what some people would say.
So let's say you're right. Why the fuck would we go to Red Note? That is explicitly Chinese TikTok, not even just a Chinese company operating in America and it's called TikTok, it is fucking Chinese TikTok. Also, I have a question for you guys. How do you feel with the fact that China also banned TikTok before you guys? Does it make you feel like it's a little more communist?
Okay, so first, okay, so you bring up some interesting points. I want to address Red Note real quick. There's one, I think, side benefit. I don't know if it's a benefit, but it reminds me of my dad. So my dad, back in the day, he started getting fed up with mainstream media. He started saying these people lie to us after the Iraq War, after the financial crisis, and he's like, I only watch one news source, Russia Today. Now, so I don't know. I don't have any beef with Russia, but some would say that Russia is our sworn enemy, not to be trusted. But again, if your enemy is criticizing your country, if they're saying some shit, they might be saying some real shit. Because if the media is in line with the government, the U.S. mainstream media, maybe the Russians are going to tell you some of the real things. And I kind of feel like the same thing's happening maybe with Red Note. I'm seeing, and I don't know if these are all doctored up or it's just comedy or whatever, but I'm seeing some content creators be like, oh shit, like when I go on Red Note, I see what the real Gaza buildings look like. I see the real destruction in Gaza. Or when I go on Red Note, I see what's going on in China, the pluses, maybe.
The fact that, for example, like in China, if you lose your job, your rent goes down to zero because your rent is based on a percentage of your income. And so when you don't have a job, like in the meantime, while you're looking for a job, you don't pay rent.
Yeah, I mean, socialism. The wonders of socialism.
I mean, it is. But now here's the thing. Is that really red pilling them or is it ultra blue pilling them?
I mean, if you go red enough, you go blue, right?
Full circle, right?
Yeah, that makes no logical sense. I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, that's one of those things where, here's what I think. I think now that it's explicitly Red Note, it is Chinese state propaganda or whatever. I think as long as you're transparent about it, you should be able to use it. But I agree with Deezy. Buyer beware. All right. You know what this is. You know it's Chinese TikTok. You know they're taking your data. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not a member of some like top secret unit in the U.S. military or something, I don't see a problem with it. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we ban it as well?
No, absolutely not. I like you said, why?
There's nothing that these applications allow the Chinese government to do more than the 370 transformers made by the CCP that currently sit within the United States power grid. So I think we have bigger issues than data in our country. Our data is whatever. It's being sold. It's also being sold by the same companies here in the United States. Meta, Google, all these companies are selling data to the highest bidder, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Tell me they didn't figure out a way to program. Listen, to everyone watching, go Google search the video of an iPhone chip zoomed in and just watch that for a minute and look at how intricate and tiny the details are. You're telling me that within these tiny little details of a microscopic chip, they couldn't figure out a way to put some kind of backdoor into all the technology they create? Probably. So chill the fuck out. No one really cares about data. We've been giving it away for free anyway. Look, if it's free, you're the product. If the service you're using is free, then you are the product. So
are you saying that there's a little red note in every iPhone chip?
who knows? Who knows? Google search Project Pegasus.
Wait, what is Project Pegasus?
It's the United States military fucking intelligence gathering operation.
Right. I mean, we've been doing. How much have we been doing? Snowden went to, still hanging out in Russia still haven't gotten pardoned for that, for reviewing all our spying and shit. So, I mean, we're probably spying on other countries with technology we got from China in the chips. I don't know. It's backwards, man.
Maybe the other way around. We're probably, or yeah, like we're spying on Russia with Chinese chips and China with Russian chips. You know what I mean? and North Korea and North Korea is just giving the data to Trump now. As of today, we just know everything about North Korea.
Well, maybe.
Just for everyone listening, Project Pegasus is a collaborative investigation conducted by a consortium of international media organizations revealed the government use of the Pegasus software developed by the NSO group to spy on journalists, activists, politicians, and others around the world.
Well, I mean, and that's the other thing. I think it is hypocritical. It's like, I mean, these countries want to spy. I mean, I'm not saying we allow countries to spy on us, but I also think like, hey, like you need to stop being a bitch. All right, if we're gonna put our products in other countries and spy on people, then fair game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like that it also sets kind of a bad precedent. And I think Rand Paul talked about this today. Thomas Massey was talking about it, which is the idea that, like, okay, can the United States government just ban shit if they don't like it? Can you say that anything is some kind of spyware software and you can now ban it or you can now get rid of it?
It's a little Orwellian, right?
I mean, some would say.
I would want to see some actual like proof that it's a true like security issue.
Well, they're saying it's a security issue because of the data, right? Like, so for example, like you're making a TikTok inside of a building. Now China has the layout of the building. Like all kinds, you know what I mean, using geolocation and all this shit. They're being able to place like put together more than they would without TikTok. The problem is that's bullshit because without TikTok, they're going to buy it from Mark Zuckerberg.
You could probably Google search the blueprints of any building that's been built and find it. It's public. That's public knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, the satellites we have in the sky, you're telling me they don't have like I mean, we have like, what do you call it? Flying over the Amazon and shit with that fucking, LiDAR. You know what I'm saying? There's a pyramid in the Amazon. If they got that, you're telling me we can't like have satellites in the sky with our military that can spy into fucking who knows what, And then they're talking about these little bugs, little spy bugs. You get a little gnat in your nose. It's like spying in your nasal cavity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what they're saying. Little spy bat, just like swooping in.
I mean, I don't know about all that, bro. You know what I mean? But like, I do know that again, like it, even like, let's say you're like, oh, well, like Mark can't legally sell it to China. Sure. But then he's going to sell it to somebody who's going to sell it to somebody who's going to sell it to somebody who's going to sell it to China. Like there's always workarounds and back doors and red notes, if you will.
I'd also like to bring up the point that like 99% of communications actually happen through underwater sea cables, not through satellites. So if somebody wants our data, it's physical. It's not floating in the air. They could just tap into the direct lines and get the data raw. And if you don't think that somebody has done that at some point in time, then you're probably crazy because it's there. We are literally talking through a cord running through underneath the water, not through fucking satellites above us beaming our fucking information across the globe. It's not how it works. So
the views and opinions of this wild ass goat do not reflect that of TGS Studios LLC.
No, you don't have to say it. Listen, I agree with Deezy. We got. Listen, what do we got? We got cables, but we also got sea drones from our alien partners down there. We got like whales and dolphins and shit with taking messages back and forth, around the world. We got all that shit. So Deezy's right. A lot of that's happening in the ocean. Bring back TikTok.
Everything's actually happening in the ocean. It's all like, I'm not going to super conspiracy theory it up. We'll use like the official numbers. I'm sure it's like 80% or something like that, or 90% of
the Earth.
No, of all communications are through cable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, suboceanic cables.
I thought you were gonna say mermaids. Sirens and mermaids.
I mean, listen, mermaids. That's only 10%.
These lion ass, treacherous ass mermaids, fucking sirens singing everywhere, with all of our information and data.
95 to 99% of international data traffic is transmitted through undersea cables.
Because even if you give it to Elon, he's got a small percentage of the share right now. You know what I mean? Of like data transfer. As much as he does have, it's a small share. So,
well, that's good to know. I say bring back TikTok. I think Trump said that he would unban it. CIA Mossad needs TikTok still, so we got to get that unbanned.
well, they gave him 90 days, right?
9 days figured out. Do you think Elon's going to buy it? That's the rumor.
Well, I think Trump is saying that like the U.S. government is to own 50% of it or some shit.
Really?
I was reading some shit about it, but I don't know. I don't know the validity.
Trade one state-sponsored government for another, or platform for another.
I mean, your government or theirs? What do you prefer? I prefer none of them, and I think it's really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like it's a bunch of nurses dancing with their titties out. I mean, what are you really gonna find out? And then Ian Carroll occasionally, like talking some real shit. That's basically it. So they won't even post our videos. I mean, what did I say, TikTok? I didn't say nothing that was that offensive.
They're supposed to be going right wing. They're supposed to stop censoring people on TikTok. So
We'll see about that.
All right. Well, from one dangerous precedent being set to another, let's talk about Trump token. All right. Trump was like, when's Gensler out? Dip, 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 dip. Gary, you gone? You gone? Boom! Trump token on all y'all asses. Let's go. Solana meme coin. For anybody who doesn't know anything about crypto, these things called meme coins. That's what they call them. They don't have any intrinsic value, like many cryptos. They just are cute, or they're funny, or they're, your favorite celebrity has one. Hawk might be a good example of that. People be dropping these tokens, they explode, and then they crash. And only like a couple weeks ago, we did a whole episode on Hawk girl dropping her meme token and how, whatever. That was crazy.
Bro, she still hasn't come back. She's gone.
She's gone still. Everybody's scared of the SEC going after her. And then what does Trump do? Big Daddy come in, drop Trump token. He's about to drop some. The rumor is they're dropping Melania token. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean,
No, they did.
they already dropped it.
they did drop Melania token. Okay. I mean, how's it doing? So, I mean, what do you guys think about this whole thing?
What I heard is Barron has been the one kind of leading the charge with all of this. And like, I think that I've seen some stuff about this, but it may be illegal for Trump to talk about his token now that he's president. So it was smart for him to drop it before, because he couldn't really drop it as president. That might be crossing some lines.
My question is, who exactly, and I don't know if this is public knowledge, but who exactly, it would have to be his kids, right? Somebody is dropping this token. It's not Trump on a freaking like Solana meme coin site.
It's World Liberty Fi is the team. He's got like a team of people, and that's the same. I think it's the same people that helped him launch his digital trading cards. I don't know if you remember those, but same team as that. And I mean, I don't know why people are freaking out. I mean, everything that he puts out makes money, man. Like the digital trading cards, I think those are like 100 a pop, and they're sitting at pretty penny right now. And the token launched like any other launch, and last time I looked at it, it was like $40 a piece. Yet the other day when I texted, damn, we missed the Trump token, we could have been rich, it was at like $20, $23 or something. It went up to like $70. It tripled even from there. It's insane. It's literally insane.
But there's a problem right now. Coinbase is out of money. Has no more money. You can't cash out Trump. That's it. No more Solana.
So just the I want to make sure that I understand exactly kind of what went down. So basically, and again, I'm going to assume people don't know anything about any of this shit. So you have a crypto token. It's called Solana. All right. It's just like Bitcoin, whatever. It's a token. On that token, you can, quote unquote, fork it or whatever. And that's where it's a Solana token, but it'll be like a new token. That's whatever. That's the meme coin. right? So like, Trump dropped $ Trump, and I don't know what was the like, how many tokens were dropped? Do you guys know?
The total number of tokens is 1 billion, and 200 million were released into circulation. The team owns 80%, and I've seen different numbers from being locked up for 4 months, locked up for 4 years. I'm not 100% sure what the tokenomics are on the token, but I've also heard that he's going to be launching his own blockchain. So he's going to launch a Trump chain, like a blockchain, its own layer 2 somewhere, probably on a chain. I don't know. That's what I heard. And I heard it from a guy who got into the Trump token at like 600,000 market cap. And he said he heard it from a guy working as the dev for Trump. So we could probably expect a Trump chain coming out. He's going to try to create his own fucking blockchain.
I have so many questions I want to ask you guys. Okay, the first one is this. Okay, let's zoom out. Should anybody be allowed to just drop a meme coin and, hey, buyer beware? Somebody wants to buy it, they buy it. You knew what you're buying, and if you get rugged, if all of a sudden they take the money out, take their liquidity out, it's on you. Should that be allowed? Is that fair? Should the SEC stay away from them?
Yes, that's a free market. Yes.
The only issue I have is if you do something opposite of what you told people who are investing into your token. So if you tell them,
okay, so if you're committing fraud, like you're saying,
yeah, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. As soon as it reaches a certain market cap, you just rug it. And that's fraud, right? Like, so if you just launch a token and say, at some point, I'm going to sell everything I have. So good luck. And then you do that, then you might be all right because you kind of gave everyone free warning. Like, hey,
Well, like, why do I have to tell you I'm gonna sell it though? Like, I'm not gonna make you a promise. I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm gonna drop a token. The only promise, like for example, with Trump, the only promise is that the 80% or whatever the fuck that shit is locked for 3 years. You know what I mean? And he didn't even fucking make that like a public promise because he barely just claimed it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not like he's like, hey, these are all these promises that come with this Trump token, and you get this, and that, and I'm gonna give you some shoes, and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like, hey, here's a fucking shit coin. You guys can have it.
have fun is what he said at the very last words of his post, where here I'm launching the official Trump token. Here it is. Here's all the information. Have fun. That's it. He doesn't say what it's going to do or where it's going to go or what it's going to be. He just said, this is what it is.
yeah, I agree with you, Deezy. It's like, as long as you don't make a promise that you can't keep, you know what I'm saying, and mislead somebody, then fair game. Like, hey, hey, I mean, never been a better time than now to drop that TGS token, $TGS. I ain't saying nothing about it, making no promises, but I'm just saying, never been a better time in America to drop a meme token. What's that? I don't know, guys. These coins are hot. I feel like it's time. I mean, how else are we gonna get money for this show? Dang it, YouTube, X ain't paying us nothing. Drip's good though, Vibu. Appreciate you. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good for us, man. Okay, so that's okay. So we're in agreement as long as you're not promising something that you can't deliver, or you're not, whatever, setting the expectation that it should be legal to drop meme tokens. Anybody can drop them, and if you want to pay for them, hey, listen, that's your problem. All right, you knew what you were getting into. Don't tell me you didn't. You fucking knew.
You can even say we are going to try to do these things, and as long as you give it the good old college try. What the fuck? Who am I to say? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, for real, it's like a business, right? It's the same shit. It's like, and again, I think that there's like a level of misrepresenting yourself. Like, if you go broke, I think like if other people take the liquidity, whoops, you know what I mean? Like, but if you run off with the money, I think that's fucked up. Like, I think it's always fucked up. I think that like you should kind of always have, you know what I mean? Like, at least your shit, like you shouldn't be able to, like the company's shit. You know what I mean?
It just needs to be done respectfully. When there's volume, you sell into your volume, and you don't sell all of it at once, and you just slowly sell. And once the volume kind of starts dying down, you probably don't keep dumping, you know? But the people who are launching his token, they're going to be pretty well versed. I don't think he would have reposted that unless he had it on good authority that it wasn't going to just immediately go to zero.
Well, for sure, Barron's part of that, bro. Like 100%, he's part of that. Because again, like he's been trading on fucking Pump. He's been, you know what I mean? Like he's learning all this shit. He's not a slouch by any means. So I think that he's definitely at least a part of it, if not like the guy for that shit.
I mean, I know Don Jr.'s involved. I think Eric Trump might be as well. I think the kids, the kids are involved. I think they're the ones making the lion's share, probably. I would have to imagine.
I do want to share this photo because when they were at the inauguration today, they all started chanting Barron's name when he got to Capital One Stadium. And he's got so much aura, bro.
He's definitely got aura.
He's such a fucking Chad, dude. They were all chanting Barron, Barron.
He went like this?
Yeah, bro. Look at that shit.
What a G, bro.
What a fucking
Yo, look at his face. Yo, he's just like his dad.
He is, dude. He's such a Chad.
Well, when you're a traveler from the future and you know what's going to happen, you're definitely going to have some
big
aura.
Roman nose.
Right.
Well, going back to Trump and crypto, I mean, well, one thing that I'm excited about is that Trump is a crypto guy. He's the first crypto president. It's the first time we have any leader in the United States who is pro crypto and is putting people in play to open up this market to, and I think crypto is about to freaking just nut all over your faces. So I'm excited about that. But I'm also curious about, should there be any sort of limitations? I mean, do we need an SEC to set like some kind of regulatory guidelines for these things? Or do you think we should just be like the Wild West, buyer beware, and let the chips fall where they may?
Depends what you want. If you want mass adoption, then you're going to have regulation. It's just the way it goes. It's the way of the world, right? Like, basically anything that we've adopted massively, whether it be cars or whatever it is, before there's law, it's for a small select few. And then we adopt law and regulation, and then everybody jumps on the wagon. So depends what you want. If you want it the way it is now, or,
what I want is that when I miss a token drop because I was sleeping, that I get some of that token in one of my wallets. That's what I want. I think everybody.
So you should have voted for KAMALA, you fucking socialist.
I missed the drop. And you know how many tokens, Trump tokens over the years? Oh, I think like 4 or 5 Trump tokens I bought over the years, some kind of version of it. You know what I'm saying? A Barron token, I don't know, Hunter Biden. That's not Trump, but still, you know what I'm saying? Political tokens. And everything in my wallet is like a couple of cents now when I put in a little $25 here, a little $20 there.
Bro, that's your fault because you're a horrible meme trader. This guy buys memes and then he thinks they're all bonk. He's like, no, it might moon. I'm never trading it. And instead of taking his like $1,000 profit, he'll be like, fuck it. It might bonk. It might bonk. And now they're all 2 cents in your wallet. And now you want me to feel bad. I always tell you to take your fucking profit.
I got too much. I need to get that IBA gain for all the trauma I've endured from trying to trade meme crypto tokens. All right. I miss bonk.
You need to go to therapy like fucking Tony Soprano.
I need someone to talk to about this pain I'm in.
You know what, ZiLLY? Smoke some weed and shut up.
I miss bonk. For anybody who doesn't know what bonk is a stupid meme token. We were giving it for free. And if I had held on to it, I'd be a multi-millionaire right now. Instead, I sold it so I could
preach into the choir, bro.
We all fumble bags, bro. Like I said, it's not our time. Next time.
Have you checked out my X profile lately?
What?
What does it say, bro? Miss Trump?
No, I'm gonna share it. Professional paper hand.
Oh my god.
I'm definitely a professional diamond hand. I got a couple of things I've been holding for a long time now, and they're doing all right. So I can't totally be upset, but
Can't you just do like marble? Like, does it have to be diamond? Because you realize like diamonds are like really sharp, right? And they cut your hands, and that's why you're suffering. You can marble hand it, you know what I mean? But like sell the fucking like the middle of the top, bro, on the way back down. You know what I mean?
you know what this is called? It's called my pimp hand. Psh, psh. Pimp slapping all y'all paper hands out there. Not you, Deezy, but what kind of you, Deezy? Psh, whatever. I'm slapping all y'all. All right. Fucking no loyalty up in here. All right. Dumping that Trump token. The moment you get it, like fresh, we got problems. We got problems.
I didn't even get any. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm poor like you guys. You think we would be doing an inauguration episode separate? I'd already be in the States if I hit that Trump token. My president's orange.
Here's the other thing that upsets me about this whole thing with Trump token. You tell me, guys. All the wrong people be getting it. So who am I talking about? I'm gonna call him out. Snoop. This guy. All right. So just to give some background. So it's the inauguration. There's all kinds of people doing parties and celebrations. The crypto community, I don't know who it is exactly, but they decided to throw a little shindig in Washington, D.C. Okay, all the big players from all the big, the Ripple people were there, the Solana people, everybody was there. Okay, Snoop Dogg is on the decks. Now I got a problem with this in two ways. Okay, the first thing is Snoop Dogg ain't never liked Trump supposedly this entire time. He made a video in 2017. He did two things. He made a video where he was going to shoot Trump, like a dude in a Trump costume, in the head with a gun.
Not going to. He shot him. He fucking executed him.
Oh, he shot him. He killed his ass. Okay. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is he's all the people performing at that inauguration in 2017.
Called them Uncle Toms.
Yeah.
He called them jigaboos.
Yeah.
He called them all kinds of crazy shit.
All kinds of shit.
Now it's cool.
And here he is. Now here he is at this celebration on the decks doing a Snoop thing. Hey, I don't fault somebody for grabbing a bag, but I bet you this guy got some of that Trump token. I guarantee you he's changing his tune. He got that Trump token. He's like, I'll show up wherever you want. Throw me that Trump. I mean, come on, man. Is there no shame?
No, bro. In Hollywood, there's no shame, bro. Are you crazy?
What are the chances he was at some Diddy parties and he doesn't want to be tied up in that group?
What are the chances that Trump says psych and does it anyways?
Well, I mean, something to consider is Catherine. I think Catherine Herridge is her name. She's been around a long time. She's been one of the good ones, I think, as good as you can be in mainstream media. But she's posting videos hanging out at Guantanamo, man. I mean, and she's saying things like, we're gonna look at some military tribunals here, and Stephen, what's his name, Stephen Baldwin, another good one out of Hollywood, I think, he's been posting shit. I want to believe, guys. I want to believe.
Bro, it needs to happen like tomorrow.
I mean, I'm talking about the Q. The Q. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think? Are these celebrities, are they turning? I mean, do you think so? I mean, we got Snoop. All right. He's turned. Okay. You got all these billionaires. They've turned. We got real ones though. All right. We got Roseanne, doing it with braids.
Yo, is Tom McDonald an honorary American? Because he's Canadian, right?
Right. He should be. Well, listen, every Canadian is going to be an honorary American soon.
Yo, Trump said February 1st, bro. Tariffs coming February 1st.
Listen. Yeah, no Canadian has to worry. You don't have to worry, Fresh. I'm looking forward to your arrival crossing that border into the United States, I'll meet you there. Okay, I'll meet you in Buffalo to welcome you as my fellow American. Come February 1st, because those tariffs aren't going to happen. Canada will join the Union, the North American Union, and we'll be free, baby. We'll be one united North American continent. We're also going to get Panama. Trump talking shit about Panama at the inauguration in the speech. I mean, I guess we should get to that soon. But I know you wanted to talk about the Roseanne thing. What do you think? Was the Roseanne music video? I thought it was fun. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's cringe." I'm like, it's funny.
The best fucking timeline. You don't think that this is like the best shit that's been happening? Like all the funniest shit, bro. Who the fuck would have ever thought you would get Roseanne grinding on Tom McDonald in a music video, brother? Saying facts, facts, facts. Why you trying to turn Becky into Dan? Like, no. She's too fucking funny. Like, I'm sorry. She's hilarious. She's a fucking goat.
I mean, my angle on it is that it's inspiring, man. Old people, like, we kind of write off old people all the time. I kind of, Gary Vee does this a lot, and I like him for it. Like he's like, yeah, like you still got years. Like, don't write yourself off. Like, so what? You're like 70, 80, like you can still do shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. There's people that are not in the best of health or whatever, but do something. I don't know. I just like that. She's still going hard and doing stuff.
Bro, 72 years old. Like, if you're hating on her for that song, you're just a straight up hater. You got haterade in your blood. And honestly, fuck you. Because again, she's 72 years old. So out here making rap songs, living life, being happy. Isn't that what it's all about? Like,
You're a dirty ageist fucking, anti-senior person if you don't like that music video with Roseanne in it. I don't know, Deezy. I mean, did you catch that, Deezy? You see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Roseanne can't really rap, but I get the sentiment of
she's fucking 72.
what's going on.
Deezy, man.
What did you want to fucking come out with Eminem bars?
Tom McDonald, I get what he's got going on, but the very first time I ever saw his fucking videos, I was like, this guy is grifting hard. I think he's grifting hard, bro. So, I mean, if he's not, then Tom, prove me wrong, but either way, like, I think that, like he found something that he thought he could capitalize on, and he went for it, and now he's standing by that decision. But I don't think that he truly feels the way that he feels about everything that he says, or it wasn't his original stance and he's just filling the shoes. That's just what I feel about him as an artist. I don't know, and his music's okay, but it's not the best thing I've ever heard. So, it makes sense for him to be the one to do this with Roseanne. Like, it would make sense. It makes the most sense. What doesn't make sense is for Roseanne to do it with him, because she's like on another level of celebrity. And I mean, whatever. They're coming together to make some fucking messaging.
Well, Hollywood's kind of turned its back on Roseanne.
Yeah, but no one gives a fuck about what Hollywood thinks, bro. I'm talking about the people in the world that actually are her fans, not her managers and her fucking.
What other rapper would make the song with her? You know what I'm saying? That would be like not a. And I agree with what you're saying about Tom McDonald. Like, sure, like he definitely has, like, he's always going to find the hot button kind of right leaning, but thing, and make a song, right, and have his content be about that. So I do understand what you're saying about Tom McDonald. I think what I like most about him, I mean, this may sound insulting, but it's not the music, but his videos. I think his wife does his videos or something like that, and like his videos are always, I think they're always fire. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got good production quality. For sure.
Yeah. It's always like visually very interesting to me. But I will say, but I'm not a real hip hop guy per se. Although I did like that new Logic record. On a total side note, I thought that fucking I think Logic's underrated, man. I don't know anything about this guy, but he keeps popping up on my Spotify, and I'll listen, and I'll be like, I'm not really into.
You know nothing about Mr. Bobby
I
Valentino,
mean, I know
bro?
that
Who are you?
he's like mixed, and he's a great
Yo, Logic
rapper.
fire, bro. Rat Pack, dog. Come
I
on.
don't know nothing. I look, I'm a boomer.
God, dude.
I know that he hung out with Eminem. That's how I found out about him. And for those who don't know, Slim Shady is his name.
Bro, go listen to like more of his discography and then come
Dude,
back.
my man listened to Logic on his way out the door. Like, Logic is literally almost done with music at this point.
Is he?
You know
Is
what I
he?
mean? Like, he's been making decent music for like 10, 15 years now on a pretty large scale, I feel like.
He's smooth with it, man. He's got good flow.
He is.
He's got good flow. It
Yeah.
ain't Deezy flow, but he got good flow.
I'm gonna
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So, I mean, maybe this
it
is
ain't
a hot
fresh
take,
flow.
maybe it's not. But like, get the fuck out of here.
Fresh got good flow.
Listen, maybe it's a hot take. I don't listen to either of them.
Okay.
I never really listen to Logic. Not that I don't like Logic.
Mhm.
I'm not saying he's not good. I just never really listened to him. At the time, he wasn't really my style, and then now, like he like Deezy saying, like he's on his way out, right? So like maybe if we're at that same level in our lives now, or at the same place where his music would make sense to me, I haven't given it a chance, right? But like at the time of Logic, I was listening to a lot more like gangster rap.
Only thing about Logic that I'll give the major criticism I always have every time I hear his songs is he's so repetitive.
Okay.
Like when he's making his raps, you'll hear that he'll double up on the same words so that it fits the rhyme structure. Like he'll say the same thing exactly, like I'm gonna, or like he'll like double up what he's going into to make it fit, and that fucking freaks me out because when I hear music, I see it in my brain and I see the rhyme pattern and I see the beat in my brain, and when that happens, it's like a stutter and it.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I agree. It's like when people rap off beat. It's okay to rap faster and like get more in, but when you're not on beat, it throws my head off. So like a lot of newer school shit, I don't give a fuck if they're on beat,
Right.
and it fucks with my head.
Interesting.
Bro, you know what?
That's the reason.
For everyone listening, stay tuned. We're going to have some artist interviews and some new upcoming music interviews and some important people in the music industry coming for you soon. We just took you on a little sideline chat about hip hop because ZiLLY's such a goddamn boomer.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. Well, let's roll it back in. Look, I get it. Logic out. Snoop, I guess, is in. Roseanne's in. Tom McDonald.
Nah, Snoop is doing some fucking some double time in.
How do you feel about it? Do you feel like? I mean, is it even selling out? I mean, it's not. Snoop's a brand. I mean, the idea of selling out is over. That's been over. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not about selling out. It's that like stand on business, bro.
10 toes, motherfucker. You fake assassinated this guy. You talked about how everyone's a clown.
That assassination shit wasn't 2017. It was 2020 or 21, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's way more fucking recent that video was made. What the fuck is that?
And I don't think anybody's taking him to task. Like his own people, I don't think even care or are taking him to task about that. Right? I haven't heard anybody going like this motherfucker was.
This guy went on so many side quests, he done lost his mind on the trails, bro. Fucking crazy.
Bro, the question is, what did he get paid? And if it's about money, did he get paid to say those things about Trump? Is he just getting paid to be a mouthpiece and say whatever anybody's willing to pay him for? That's where I fall with it. Like he's not a real person.
Bro, what does it say about a man? What does it say about a man to gain everything but lose his soul? Like, bro, come on. I don't give a fuck how much that check is. Stand the fuck on business. 10 toes, bro. Like, if fucking Kamala right now was like, yo, come do this thing for me. I want you to whatever. I would tell her to suck my dick from the back. Straight up. I don't
You wouldn't take Kamala token?
No, fucking suck my dick. To go do something for her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I don't like her. It has nothing to do with anything. I don't like her.
I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I might need a little Kamala token in my wallet. I mean, I'll dump it for sure, but you know.
Listen, Kamala, maybe I'll sign up to your OnlyFans, but that's about all you're gonna get from me.
Hey, yo.
Oh man,
You know whose OnlyFans you're gotta sign up to?
AOC's milking OnlyFans.
It's Dougie's OnlyFans. Cause you seen what Kamala promised Dougie?
Oh yeah.
Kamala promised Dougie that on the 20th he was gonna sleep with the new president. Well, you know who the new president is. I hope he's got that lube and I hope he's paid for the hotel room because it's about to go down, Dougie.
Oh man, Okay, so yeah, I'll subscribe to the Kamala OF. I'll subscribe to the AOC Milker OF. I don't know where that even came from, but apparently she getting milked.
If AOC made an OnlyFans, she could quit politics today. I guarantee that.
Oh God, oh my gosh, it'd be a no fucking bro. She'd be a billionaire probably.
Yeah, that's probably why she doesn't do it, because she doesn't like billionaires.
Well, you know, hey, respect. That's a woman of principle right there, for real. I mean, if I could quit this show and get an OnlyFans,
Look at AOC is more 10 toes than Snoop Dogg, bro. AOC stands on business more than Snoop Dogg, dog.
That's crazy.
that's true.
That's crazy, kid. That's crazy, kid. Come on, bro.
AOC's more fucking real than Snoop Dogg. That's insane.
Bro, honestly, yes, that's crazy.
You found respect for AOC. I don't care about her fucking beliefs.
Yeah, you know what? Respect.
Also, side note. Snoop is a Crip. He can never vote red.
I mean, maybe I respect Snoop. You know, reaching across the aisle. You know, doesn't you know? Maybe you shouldn't be caught in the trap of, you know, being affiliated with whoever.
Too late. Bro, you gotta say something then. You gotta say something. Like, you gotta own it. You gotta be like, yo, I was wrong before. My bad.
He didn't apologize or anything. He didn't say anything. He's just like, hey, it's me.
Yeah, like he's just like, yo, let me go DJ at Trump's.
I mean, who even invited him? I mean,
Somebody playing some serious fucking chess, bro. Like 7D chess is being played right now by like the technocrats and Trump together. And it's a lot, bro.
it could be like fucking Daniel Ek sitting in the background, like, yo, I had to put up with this shit for fucking. Because I mean, you got Rogan on, right? So you can tell he's not necessarily he was never with the woke thing. I mean, you wouldn't have gotten Rogan if you were with it. So maybe he's sitting in the background, like, yo, those streams you got, Snoop. Whoop. Let's get to the thing that we talked about. The whole point of this episode today. Like, let's get into it. All right. So the inauguration. All right. First of all, I think this is the most gangster inauguration speech I think I've ever heard. I know he gave one, you know, obviously in 2017 he gave one, and it was him calling out people, him saying that, you know, he's here to save America, all that kind of shit. But this one was like, I thought he must have gotten a new like speech writer or something, because this I don't know. You guys tell me. This speech was fire, and he called out all of the bad actors to their faces at the inauguration. Like, he named them out, and then immediately after he, you know, greeted them, quote unquote, he called them all out about their, you know, shitty handling of the last however many years. And then he went on to really talk in detail about what he was going to do. You know, I mean, usually an inauguration speech, I think, is supposed to be just a big lofty thing, and you don't really get in the details. He got in all the details of what he's about to do. I guess the cartels are now a terrorist organization. J6ers are released. What else did he say? External Revenue Service. He's going to drop the tariffs.
The U.S. only accepts two genders, male and female.
There's only two genders.
Signing that as an executive order.
Yeah. And getting rid of all whatever woke stuff in government institutions. I mean, it was fire. I mean, I gotta be real. I mean, he went hard. There was one part of it that I wanted to read that I thought actually was the part for me that was the most really inspiring, and the way he actually that was the other thing. I felt like his delivery. Sometimes I think with Trump he can kind of go into auto mode, especially on the campaign trail. He can go into auto mode about like his speech or whatever and delivering certain things, but
He does what he calls the famous weave.
the weave.
The weave.
He'll do the weave. He'll weave in and out and all that kind of stuff. But usually when he gets to like the speech part, it really is him just kind of reading shit. And he seems like I almost feel like sometimes he's probably bored because he's been saying the same thing over and over again. But in this inauguration speech, I felt like he really was like speaking from the heart, and you could tell that like he was getting into it. So, but I really liked this portion of it. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's towards the end. He says, above all, my message to Americans today is that it's time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together, we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe. Actually, that's not the actual. This is the part that I thought was great. He says, and we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
The fact that he says manifest destiny is crazy. Everyone should go do a little history fucking read up on manifest destiny.
He a wild one for that. But this is the part I think that really was inspiring to me. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. How baller is that shit? That is that to me is like the key quote, man. I love that.
His speech was great. Definitely almost cried. And he showed a lot of restraint because I watched his post inauguration speech to all the people in the overflow, and he talked about how he didn't like there were specific parts that he wanted to say, but his staffers were like, "No, sir, you should just leave that out of the speech." Like, so there was a lot of stuff that he touched on after the fact in that second speech, where there's a bunch of people in the overflow because they can only fit so many people into that building, and he talked more about that too. But yeah, dude, it was great. It was on the money. It was clear, concise, and it was, I thought, a unifying speech to bring people together. So
Yeah, I agree.
Fresh is Canadian. He's not American yet, so he doesn't have that American blood.
No, but look, even with like what Ravine just read, look, I almost shed a tear there because again, like it's not just America that's going through this bullshit, right? And so it's like the first step into the world healing. And to me, I think it's beautiful.
I mean, I the thing that's inspiring to me is people forget like this last year was crazy. Dude got shot in the ear. Like he turned and it was like literally like, I mean, he said, oh, that was the other thing in the speech. He said that it's like, I got shot in the ear, motherfuckers. Like, God has put me here to like make America great again. Just like believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, this dude was almost killed. I mean, just imagine like if he had been killed, holy crap, what world we would be living in. I almost feel like maybe Barron came back from the future. He's like, Dad, when you see this, you got to turn your head. Or maybe he's not dad. Maybe he's like, great, great grandfather.
What if that's Barron? That's Barron back from the future. He came back.
Yeah, from a different timeline.
He's in his 70s. Yeah, bro. He came here from another timeline. He's like, listen, bro, they got my dad.
What if, okay, here's a wild thing. What if Barron is Trump from another timeline?
Oh, like the reverse. So Barron is another Trump. I mean, yo, it could be, bro. Imagine.
For anybody I mean, people have to know, but for anybody's, what's the name of that book that the Baron Trump book?
It's Baron Trump's Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Adventure. And then there's also The Last President. Both are made by Ingersoll Lockwood, and they were made in like
late 1800s or early 1900s.
Yeah,
It's wild. We'll put it in the show notes.
very old books.
Yeah, so there's been this running. Yeah, how crazy is that? It's been a running, I guess, quote unquote joke, but that Baron's somebody from the future or a different timeline or something like that.
Bro, isn't the motherfucker in that book named Elon?
Oh yeah, there's a guy named Elon too, right?
And there's also a guy named Big Don, which is Donald Trump. Like literally, his dad's name, the guy who's like taking him on this adventure, his name's Big Don.
Okay, I thought you were talking about someone else.
And the last president's name I think is Big Don, and there's a bunch of crazy shit. Like and then you get into Trump's uncle, John Trump, being the head of in foreign intelligence or like fucking technology back in the day during Nikola Tesla's time.
We got to be living in a simulation, man. This is like some video game. This shit didn't exist. They upgraded the simulation. Now we got space drones and fucking we got alien eggs. Got alien eggs out here. Psionics. We won't go on too far tangent in that, but anyway, yeah. So long story short, I think it was a fantastic speech. And that part of the speech, I feel like that should be as important or as remembered as like JFK's, ask knock, quote, in my opinion. Like that's a really incredible quote. Whoever wrote that speech did a great job. And then Elon had to go and ruin everything. Because Elon can't keep his hands by his sides when he gives an excited speech. He has to speak from the heart.
Bro, you never see do you know what a Bellamy salute is? It's the salute to the American flag, and it's with an open palm towards the flag. First of all, like, so it's not just the Roman, although if you watch it without context, he definitely looks like he's throwing a Roman. Okay, you got to say, like, however,
The Nazi salute is what.
well, it's not the Nazi salute, it's the Roman fascist salute, which they adopted. Like, I'm not giving it to them. Fuck that.
Can we take it back? I think we could take it back.
What do you mean? It's the Romans. But anyways, what if you watch the whole video, he throws his heart to the crowd, bro. Like, you're gonna be mad because he's got Asperger's? Like, you guys are crazy. Because it's not even the right being mad, it's the left. The left, you're not allowed to call him retarded. You're not allowed to get mad at him for having Asperger's. That's crazy.
He's already saved because the ADL came to his defense, bro.
There you go. The whole time the left saying the ADL sweating.
They said this is a delicate moment. It is a new day, and yet so many people are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even in the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work towards unity in the months and years ahead.
See, this makes me nervous. I'll tell you why. When you got the ADL coming to your saying, yo, Elon good, bro.
We know that Elon is not a Nazi, sir. Don't worry. That's what ADL is saying, right? They're like, hey, no, you guys don't have to worry. We know he is not a Nazi. That's sketchy.
Oh, okay. So first thing is ADL. Okay, this is just the first one thing. Next thing is, I don't know how it happened. Gaza ceasefire. Hostages being returned. You know what I'm saying? Netanyahu couldn't have been happy with that. So it's just like there is a unity going on. Tech, it seems like the Jewish elites, whoever they may be. Okay. all kinds of different people.
Well, Trump didn't swear on the Bible this time, right? Like, if you noticed, his hand was not on that Bible.
I think we're getting an alien invasion. That's what I think this all means. The aliens are coming. We must unite as one. The cat's out of the bag.
Project Bluebeam has got this guy, and it hasn't even come yet. It's not even in the sky yet, and you're already capitulating.
I can't understand why all these people who were against each other are suddenly uniting together in the golden age.
You can't. You couldn't. Like, okay, so let me just ask you this, okay? Did Trump or did he not say to Bibi, you better have it figured out before I come into office, or there's going to be big problems in little Israel?
True.
Okay. So ceasefire figured out, right? Also, unlike Sleepy Joe, Big Don will push the fucking button, bro. So you think the ADL is going to try to get on his bad side day one? That's kind of crazy, especially when the spotlight's kind of on them right now. You know what I mean? Like, especially like with Ian Carroll coming and trying to drop that thing on Elon, like this is the exact damage control that you would try to do. You'd be like, no, Elon's our buddy, and and try to like make it whatever. To me, it kind of makes sense if everybody's scared that Trump will just fucking do it.
I guess the optimistic side of me wants to believe that, look, Trump's Big Daddy, all right? He's the king. And when the king shows up, he tells you what to do and you do it, or you face his wrath. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually a real one, not playing games, and everybody's falling in line because they know what's up. That's my optimistic view. Or but then you got Eric Trump making like little upside down triangle flashes and shit, and you got Laura Trump giving him the nudge to stop doing that shit. I mean, maybe we're reading too much into it, but I'm just like, it's one of those things. I think it's one of two things these next 4 years. And maybe we can get into our predictions about what's coming up. But I just feel like it's one of two things. Either we're either it's going to be a benevolent, reemergence of of the United States. We're going to stop doing these wars. We're going to fully access our resources and Canada's. Drill, baby, drill, like he said in the inauguration. I can't believe he said drill, baby, drill in the inauguration speech. I mean, just those words. Like, I understand.
Bro, you don't know who that guy is by now?
True. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's either going to be, this really is going to be a golden age. AI is going to come along and do a lot. The robots are going to come along and do a lot. We're going to go to Mars. The IRS is going to be abolished, like all that shit. Or this is going to be the biggest Antichrist moment, and we're all getting hoodwinked and we're getting blue beamed, and I don't know. It's one or the other. I can't see it any other way. I don't think it's going to be a milquetoast kind of middle, whatever, bumbling presidency.
Listen to this. Theodore Roosevelt was sworn in after William McKinley in 1901. He did not use a Bible. Donald Trump talks about McKinley and Roosevelt in his speech. Something to consider.
He liked McKinley. He felt like he did a great job economically.
And he also liked Theodore Roosevelt. And if you just like, there's always a message. I don't think Trump does anything.
There's intention in everything he does.
There is attention to detail when he does something. He does things on purpose. And I think that's a lot of where the Q stuff comes from too, is because you could see that he's calculated. And even when he says shit off the riff, he's calculating every second. How did that go? How did it respond? How can I recover? Whatever. You can see it.
I'm not even sure it's ever off the cuff, bro. I have a feeling that this guy's played out all those scenarios in his head. Because again, I think like the same way Elon, right? Like I think these guys, then their brains, like they operate at 1,000 times the speed of like an average person.
I was talking to a friend of mine, or someone I knew a while ago, who was in real estate, who would do large real estate projects and stuff like that. And he was just like, the amount of moving parts that you have to coordinate on a daily basis, for building like these massive real estate projects or whatever, is like, it takes a certain type of personality and mindset. It takes someone who can make decisions fast, but at the same time is fluid. It takes someone who can see kind of the big picture, but then also understands the little details better than a lot of times the people that are doing the little details. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really takes a big brain mind to navigate that, and navigate, because a lot of real estate stuff, there's a lot of politics in real estate. Dealing with different committees and different organizations and environmentalists and the unions and all that kind of shit. So I think a lot of people underestimate Trump's intellect, his true intellect. Like, I think whatever you're seeing on stage is him being the showman, but I bet behind closed doors that guy is like, he's an operator for sure. And then you look at someone like Elon. I mean, good God, dude. I mean, being able to run as many companies as he's running. I mean, and people complain like, oh, like, although I do think the video game thing is funny. I don't even know if we should get into that, but I do think it's funny that people accuse him of outsourcing his gaming so that he can do whatever. But
honestly, that's not that far fetched, bro.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who cares, bro? Anyways, I saw a guy that posted today. He was live streaming Path of Exile, which is the game that Elon is playing right now. And Elon was at the inauguration, but his profile was logged in.
Yeah, but Elon was making a lot of weird head movements, brother.
oh,
What if he's got a Neuralink, bro?
bro,
What if he's got a fucking Neuralink, bro? And he's just like,
that's what he's doing, dude. Between
He did that weird little thing, bro, with his head. It's because he fucking probably lost, bro. He was probably playing and he probably lost. He was pissed. He's like, fuck, I died, bro.
he's probably playing as the character in the game, first person.
And then when he stops playing and is giving the address, that's why he's so fucking wound up, because he really is moving 1,000 times faster than everybody else, bro. He's like, yeah, bro, yeah, let's fucking go. Love you.
Yeah, if you were playing Call of Duty like 1 minute and then they're like, all right, you're ready to go on, sir, and then you have to like just turn it off. You can't turn it off. You're gonna be riled up. You're gonna be adrenalized.
That's why we had to have a little meeting before this episode, bro. We came in from Call of Duty. I was about to tell you to shut the fuck up and start fucking calling you the N-word and shit, bro.
We figured it out. We solved the puzzle. Hey, all y'all haters, Elon haters, saying he wasn't playing the game. Look, he's playing it with the Neuralink. I mean, of course Elon's gonna have a Neuralink. He's not gonna tell anybody. He'll reveal it later. But who's gonna get the Neuralink first? Some freaking dude in a wheelchair, like with the cursor on? No, me, the CEO of the company. I get cursor control, okay? I get to see the screen in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, bro. That head movement was him changing apps, bro. He's like, yo, move this app, bring up my speech.
Man, y'all shut up. Stop talking shit about my boy, Elon. I'm with the ADL, man. Stop talking shit about my boy, all right? He's just playing games in his head and fucking getting excited. Let a man enjoy life.
you can't really be mad at an autistic guy for accidentally doing a fucking little Hail Hitler. He didn't know what he's doing, bro. He's just fucking out there just being excited.
He's in the game.
Bro, it was crazy though, because again, like when you watch the fucking thing, like he throws his heart to the fucking crowd and then he turns around and throws his heart to the flag, bro. Like this guy's like, he's so happy, and you guys are like taking the joy out of this little autistic boy trapped in this big autistic man. Like, shame on you guys, bro, for that.
Listen, he's casting Nazi magic. It's okay.
Fire sale.
No. Oh, man. Listen, the ADL defended him, all right? So don't get mad at me. Jewish people, don't get mad at me.
Yeah, the ADL defended him. Move on, bro. It's fine. ADL already said he's good. Can't cancel him.
Right. He's uncancelable now.
Probably because they don't want to lose access to their Twitter page. But
okay, well, it's going a little long, but one last thing I want to ask you guys. How do you feel about the future? Well, I mean, my position. I think it's one or the other. We're either getting fucking NWO, Antichrist, or we're getting the golden age of New America. But what do you guys think? What are your predictions for the future?
It is fucking technocracy 25, bitches. And bro, all 2025, I'm doing the optimistic thing. We're going to fucking Mars, baby. Are you fucking sick? We're going to Mars. We're gonna colonate Mars. We're gonna be able to. Then we're gonna be a intergalactic fucking species. Watch, bro.
Intergalactic planetary. What do you What do you think, Deezy? What are your predictions for the next 4 years?
I see an advancement in artificial intelligence taking 50% of the jobs away from people, and a pivot towards universal basic income, even though it's not necessarily conservative value. And I see productivity going up, but it's gonna be a hard time. As great as everything's gonna be, there are still going to be people that struggle and suffer to keep up with the times. So I think that it's going to really take all of us to kind of work together to get everybody through the change of the guard, because I think things are going to drastically change in the world. Flying cars, autonomous vehicles, sending spaceships that fly themselves to Mars first and then sending people after. Like, we're going to be doing crazy shit that is super sci-fi within the next 4 years for sure. If they cut the bureaucracies, they let companies develop new technology with minimal oversight, and then, just quality check everything that's made before consumer use. And things are going to be created fast, and it's going to be hard for people to keep up. Even people like us who are here and paying attention, it's already hard to keep up with intelligence and technology. So it's going to take a lot. It's going to take all of humanity to battle that, or we are going to have the Terminator if we aren't careful.
Elon says 20% possibility with AI to get about negative result. I'm a little bit.
That's scary.
That is high. That is very high.
That's very high.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with illegal immigration. I'm interested to see what happens with this cartel thing. He's designating them a terrorist organization. So I don't know what that equates to.
They're going to send the U.S. military tier 1s into fucking Mexico, take out the cartels. They're going to fucking make Greenland and Canada part of the United States. Gulf of America is already existing. I think he did that in some of his fucking executive orders. I think he already did it. So Gulf of America, baby. We're no longer part of the World Health Organization. That happened right now as we're recording this show. Trump pulled us out. There's a lot of things that's going to change. I think America is going to become, again, number one place in the whole wide world, and people are going to want to be here even more than ever.
I think I agree with you. I think the one thing that I'm looking most forward to, which we talked about during the show, is new crypto policy, opening up that entire world to for institutions to get in, and I think it's going to explode. I mean, honestly. And then my number one thing, man, if they can get rid of the IRS and do tariffs only and the External Revenue Service to pay for all our shit. Sorry, Fresh. I'm just saying, better you're paying than me, Fresh. That's all I got to say about that.
Bro, no income taxes, just a single tax on consumption, and taxes, tariffs, and duties on all the other countries that have been taking money for us for 100 years. I think that we could just be the fucking living through the best timeline ever, baby. This might be it, bro. 4 years, we're millionaires, boys.
So wait, before we go, what was Trump's ask not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country moment in the speech? Like, does he have a single like one liner?
It's a stand before you now is proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, impossible is what we do best. I don't know. That's my favorite line of the whole thing.
Ooh, then bro, I think that one tops JFK, bro.
That's hard. That's a hard line, bro.
That's hard. That tops JFK, bro. Because I think that JFK was the guy, bro. I think that might have been up until now. I think that was like the hardest thing you could have said at an inauguration. But
hey, man, it definitely tops Tom McDonald.
Definitely
tops Tom McDonald. Sorry, Tom.
Listen, that the one inauguration speech by Trump tops any speech ever, all speeches ever done by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris put together.
Well, no doubt about that. All right, well then, you know what? Listen, let's toast. Let's give a toast. First of all, let's just congratulate Trump. I mean, hey, he put in the work. He got shot, and now he's president.
congrats. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. I would say cheers to the Trump speechwriter who did an amazing job writing this speech. Very inspiring.
He might have wrote it himself, but cheers.
Cheers. I think Stephen Miller is the official. If I correct, I think so.
Okay, cool. Then cheers to Stephen, bro.
Good stuff. I'm gonna pour one out. I'm pouring one out for Biden. Yeah.
No, what do you mean, bro? Biden? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm saying he's done. I'm saying he's over.
It doesn't matter though. He's happy. He can't pour one out if he's happy. He came out.
He's about to go eat all the ice cream he wants on the beach, bro. He's living his best life.
You didn't see him greet Trump?
Okay.
When Trump opened the fucking door, he was standing on the top of the stairs and he goes, "Welcome home."
Oh shit. Okay. All right. We're gonna toast Biden.
Let him.
Really?
Yes.
Biden. All right.
Cheers to Joe.
Pressure.
Cheers to Biden. Peaceful transition of power.
Okay. Peaceful. Okay.
Right.
Peaceful
Cheers
transition of power.
Sir.
You know what?
That's our democracy.
You know what? I'm gonna toast Barack. He was cordial to Trump at the Jimmy Carter funeral.
Wait. I don't want to toast him because, well, actually, we can because maybe it was a joke.
Are we toasting?
He leaned over to fucking what's his name, bro? The motherfucker, fucking Bush.
Okay.
He leaned over to Bush, and he goes, "How can we stop what's happening?"
Did he say that? Did the lip reader say that? That's
there. Yeah.
All right, we're not pouring. We're pouring one out. We're pouring one out. If that's what he's still trying to run schemes. All right, we're pouring one out.
Yeah, pour one out for Barry.
I'm pouring one out for Barry.
Third term ended. Fuck you, Barry.
You know, I mean, rumors are that he is divorced. I don't know if there's any. Oh yeah, he was spotted alone with a young lady at a Washington D.C. bar. Did you not see that? This is all rumors. It's all conjecture. There's no confirmation. Michelle Obama was not at the Jimmy Carter funeral. She was not at the inauguration.
And also she listen, they were I think it was Trump, or I don't know who it was. No. It was like the announcer lady calling all the names, and I heard all the presidents, and they said First Lady Jill Biden, Melania, and they said and Barack and Bill Clinton are here. They didn't give Hillary or Michelle like a former first lady mention either, even though technically they are also that. So I don't know.
Well, because Hillary wasn't supposed to be there either, right? She said she wasn't going and then showed up. Same with Barry wasn't going either.
Who knows?
I'm telling you, it's either the Don or that's all the clique, bro. They're all really homies. And they're like, fuck, I can't believe it's this guy.
Or maybe Michelle just found out about all the frazzle drip parties. I don't know. Maybe that.
Hey, yo. Imagine if Mike is pissed. Mike is pissed because Barry cheated on him.
Oh, man. All right. Well, with that, I think we've said, is there anything else you would like to say about this new golden age of America that we are entering, gentlemen?
Just disappointed that Anthony Fauci got pardoned. I was looking forward to seeing him go to prison for life.
It ain't matter. He can still go.
I think I'm just gonna say this. I do think that the Supreme Court, they're gonna challenge it in the Supreme Court because this is new. I don't think this has ever been, all this pre-pardoning shit has never been done before.
A preemptive pardon? Yeah. You have to be brought charges first.
Yeah, so that means they would have had to admit to something to be pardoned. Like if you accept the pardon, you're admitting guilt to something. That's, bro, like I'm pretty sure that's on law, like on the books. That you have to admit you're admitting guilt.
Yeah, I mean, if I got a pardon from the president, if I'm just chilling with you guys, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, Donald Trump pardoned you, I'd be like, for what? Like, what did he pardon me for? Like, wouldn't that would be my reaction? I'd be like, what did he pardon me for? Like, I didn't do anything. Tell me, like, did I do something? No. So I don't know.
But these guys are all like, oh, thank you so very much. I'm so happy. What? Why? What happened? What'd you do?
Yeah, Supreme Court's got to strike that down. That's bullshit, dude. You can't fucking be pre-pardoned for things that you like. If you didn't commit a crime, then what are you pardoned for? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
if you could pre-pardon somebody before you're charged, you can pre-pardon somebody before they even commit crimes. He could have just said they're pardoned. up until fucking 2030. Who knows? Like they're gonna start if they allow this, then some shit's gonna go on in the future where like I pardon this person for the future.
Yo, bro, all Trump has to do is force Biden to get like a faculties check now.
I don't think he could force Biden to do anything now. Biden's out of office.
Bro, just fucking arrest him. Make him do a fucking because bro, this is again, it's like there's no precedent for this.
Wait, did he hold on? Did he pardon himself?
Biden pardoned himself?
Yes, and his whole family.
No, come on now.
Let me see.
Okay. I look, I could be wrong. Check it out. Check it out. I'm pretty sure that I seen one with Joseph R. Biden and Jill Biden and like a bunch of different bro. Like I could be wrong though.
They gotta strike all this shit down. There's no way.
But this is the thing, right? So like there's no precedent for this.
He did not pardon himself before he left office. No, he just pardoned all of his family though.
Oh, because they're the ones holding all the money, man. They're the ones who got all the money and then kicked it up to the big guy, hey?
Challenge his faculties. That's my advice to Trump. Arrest him and challenge his faculties. And then if he's not of sound mind, then he wasn't of sound mind 2 days ago, 3 days ago to fuck. And then those pardons are garbage, bro. Peace out.
Well, hey, I mean, listen, what's his name? Speaker of the House, Johnson, told, what's her name? Barry Weiss. I don't know if you saw that interview that she did with him. And he basically told her that, like, he wanted to, he's the Speaker of the House. He wanted to talk to Biden. They kept dodging him for like 90 days. The Speaker of the House can't talk to the president. And then when he finally met with Biden, his whole team was there. Everybody was there. KAMALA, CIA director, all these people were there. And when Biden was like, and apparently what it was is that, I don't know, he was saying there was some kind of like important issue that Biden had to sign off on. And natural gas, liquid nitrogen. Because I think, what's his name? Johnson's from Louisiana or something like that. And apparently they canceled a bunch of liquid nitrogen contracts or something like that. I have to find it. I'll put it in the show notes.
Is this the thing where then Biden would like canceled it and then they're asking him like, bro, do you cancel? You just signed to cancel this thing. And the guy's like, no, we're doing a study on it. And he's like, no, you canceled it. That thing?
Yeah. So Biden either didn't read what it was and signed it, or had no idea what was going on. And you know, I mean, again, it's politics.
I just wanted to also congratulate both of you and all three of us because Ross Ulbricht will be pardoned tonight or tomorrow morning.
Let's go.
And we,
you know what? Toast to that.
Somewhat a part of that.
Toast to that. Toast
Cheers
to
to Ross.
Hell yeah.
Cheers to Ross.
Roger Ver next.
Hey, I think that's it, bro. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and go fuck yourself.